Hello everyone, Maurice and welcome to Tanks Invest, where we're going to talk about investing, finance, and professional development. For today's video, it's for entertainment purposes only. The investments we're going to talk about today would be Bitcoin. So as you saw my Ethereum video earlier today, I went out for a run early today after I posted the video, and I also get a haircut, which is why I put my hair up right now. I just took a shower. And I realized that if I'm going to post a video on Ethereum, I should post a video on Bitcoin as well, because they kind of correlate with one another, and people care a lot about both cryptocurrencies as well. So I'm gonna go through a technical analysis real quick to see what I see this, the price of the Bitcoin going forward from here, right? Is this the right level for us to buy in, or is this the right level for us to sell? What resistance level should we be looking out for if you are thinking about buying it for the first time or for the dollar cost averaging? Also going to give you guys my price target for 2021 as well. So stay tuned, stick around, let's make some money. Alright, so going over technical analysis for Bitcoin. With respect to a one-day chart perspective, you could see that ever since earlier this morning, around like 3 a.m. in the morning, we were starting at around like the $39,000 level, and subsequent to that, with respect to a lot of seller, globally speaking, mostly on the eastern region of the globe, we subsequently sold off all the way down to the $36,000 level, and subsequently as people on the western hemisphere start to wake up, we see that people are starting to group it up, and you could see that we were bouncing from the $36,000 level and subsequently rise up from there. We've gained a lot of appetites from there, but it's been kind of hovering and consolidated sideways, which you could see on the MACD is pretty much like just hovering on the sideways like a wave. And also on the RSI level, we see like every time we kind of dip over to the oversold level around like the $30 mark, we subsequently bounce back up. So looking at that on the daily perspective, you could see that as of last year, we rallied up all the way from the $10,000 level all the way to the $67,000 level. And currently, we're just kind of trading sideways, right, with respect to the recent time period, ever since the sell-off that we hit all the way from the $60,000 level all the way to down here. So I've been getting some questions around, like, is this a good time for us to buy right now because of the fact that Bitcoin has sold about, like, down from, like, the all-time high to around this level right now. We're down basically about, like, 45-50% so far. So is this a good time for us to buy in, or is this a bad time for us to buy in? So let's take a look, right? So with respect to the one-time crash that we have had during this weekend, we got down all the way. You could see that all the way to the $30,000 mark at one point on May 23rd, which was specifically on Sunday. So that was 2 days ago, and subsequently got bought back up. Yesterday was a mega green day for across multiple cryptocurrencies. I believe Bitcoin yesterday was up about like 12-15%, or at one point even 18-20%. And right now we kind of consolidated sideways from there. And the reason that we tested at that level and subsequently bounced back up is because of this really strong resistance level that we've formed historically, right? You could see that we have had multiple consolidations that we've had, right? A bunch of times. I would say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 resistance level that would form around like the $30 mark. $33,000 mark. The reason is because that's like a pretty strong resistance level that would form anywhere around like the $30,000 level. Any flat numbers typically is a good mental resistance blockage that investors are looking out for, which subsequently create like these sideways movements that we've had historically. And subsequent to that, you could see that we pumped up from that level all the way to the next resistance level that we've had at the $38,000 level. And this is basically correlating with the two resistance level that we've had, right? One here that we have had on May 20th, the other one that we've had subliminally around like the May 19th. We were just kind of hovering from there, but with this like one-time crash that we've had around that time, we also had a several of these right here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and 6 right here. So 6 levels of resistance level, and that's why we are doing a reversal downward right now from that level of pump that we've had yesterday, because yesterday again was a mega green day. So what I see going forward from here is for Bitcoin to further go down a little bit, and I think the first resistance level that we'll see would be around like the $36,000 level. We will probably consolidate or like float around there sideways for a little bit, test that out. But you could see that with respect to resistance level is relatively shallow in comparisons to other levels down below here, right? So that's a first level of resistance. I would say this is more like a semi resistance level that we need to look out for. But if we break that $36,000 level, which we are getting close, right? We're down about 2% right now, 2.10%, 2.1% down right now. So I think going down to the more substantive resistance level, about like the $33,000 level, which we have tested multiple times down here, would be a very strong level of resistance that we should start buying up. So I don't advise buying at this $37,000 level at the moment. I would advise like waiting for a little bit, wait for the more of a logical corrections for it to run its course, and then start buying and start chipping away, right? So I think the right move or the right methodology, if you were investing, would be look at the $34,000 as your first level to buy in. And then if we break that, and I think the next level would be going down, and I'll just shift this line here so it makes everybody easier for everybody, would be the $30,000 level, right? So if we break that 34, we'll go all the way down to the $30,000 level, right? Which is very logical because that's a psychological mental resistance level. Any flat numbers that we will be looking at. But if we break that $30,000 level, the next level of resistance will be going all the way down to the $25,000 level, which is going to be a pretty steep drop from there, right? But the likelihood of us doing that, knowing the fact that the MACD has already crossed down and the gap is relatively big between the MACD and the signal line, and we are kind of forming more of an uptrend right now with respect to RSI is already highly oversold, that if we were to continue to sell off from there, firstly, it's going to drive just a very unnatural course of occurrence that will completely defy logics and normal occurrence in the supply and demand dynamics. Then that also will require a pretty sizable of a sell off from a corporation or multiple corporations to sell off, right, for us to get down to this level, right? But if that happens, right, the black swan event actually happens, I will be so happy. I will totally load up again. I actually bought a ton of Bitcoin before this rally around this level because I was seeing there was a bunch of consolidation that we have had, and I was like slowly building up the position like around like the 12,000, and then I bought another like $10,000 around here before the whole pump up, and I made a huge gains in my investment track record so far. So that was amazing. So if we get back down there, I'll start chipping away again. I'll start fishing at these levels again. And by that time, the MACD will be fully oversold. The RSI will be highly oversold. That the reversal will be massive. It will be an extremely sharp V-shaped recovery from there. Alright, so just to go through the numbers all over again with respect to my technical analysis, just to make it more simple for everybody, I think that $34,000 or $34,500 level would be a good first level resistance for us to buy in. I don't advise buying it at this moment. I think we still have some room to fall based on how the technical chart is set up right now and some demand and supply dynamics we also see right now. Across the board for the cryptocurrencies market, and Bitcoin would be the dragger that is going to drag the whole market economics downward. So I think $34,000 would be first level for you to buy in. I would start maybe chipping away 10% of your cash balance to start from there. And if we break that, I think the next level, which is a mental psychology level, would be the $30,000, which is a very good price point for you to get in to build for a long-term perspective, right? And if we even have a crash sale that happens, a black swan events, right, the next level will be a steep fall, 7,000 difference, $6,000 difference, not 7,000, apologies. $24,000 level will be the next resistance level that we'll be testing. And contingent on the right macroeconomical growth going forward and the adoptions and the global utilizations for Bitcoin, I think the $95,000 would be a very fair conservative assumption 12 months from now. And if you're buying at the $34,000 level, right, this will give you close to about 200% of an upside, right? 175.4, close to 3 times your money from here. Alright, so that's it for the day with respect to my technical analysis on Bitcoin, and apologies for looking like a slob with my headband, or I just took a shower, and I want to make sure that everybody are informed I know that I posted the Ethereum video, but I also want to make sure that my Bitcoin holders and my investors are also, well informed and aware of the situation, right, on where the levels that we should be looking out for. But really appreciate you guys for your patience and your guidance so far. Really love the engagements and the comments I've been getting so far. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, also the bell notification bell. And please look out for my next video coming up. Take care.